Noon, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's trading floor. It's October 23rd. Kind of an interesting day today as far as the markets. The grains started off sharply lower with just about every market that was down. So corn was down sharply, beans down even harder. But as we went throughout the day, corn ended up finding support right at that 750 area. Beans went just below that 1530 area, but ended up 6 3/4 cents higher, back above 1550. I guess looking at that, corn, as I mentioned, down about 5 3/4. Beans up 6 3/4 cents, and wheat down 9 1/2. So we saw this early push lower, but beans had found support. A lot of rumors out there. China's buying beans here at these lower levels. On these breaks, they're coming in and keeping demand strong on beans. That was just a rumor. We've not seen that yet. We need to see what that looks like tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We'll see if USDA announces any new export sales. But that was certainly a talk here today. Not only that, there's concern out there of a larger meal purchase yesterday at the Dalian exchange out of China. And, they were looking at some big volume there as far as meal, and that helped boost things today as meal found a little bit of strength and kept beans higher as well. But as far as corn and wheat, still a little bit weaker. We are finding this very choppy trade here over the last few weeks, and probably going to see that continue. But the outside market's the big story. The stock market was down sharply again today. The second out of the third day. There's been 2 days out of the last 3 that we've been down more than 200 points. So we're down 230 points today as of right now. Still finding some stress, and mostly due to weak earnings coming out once again, continuing to put pressure here on the stock markets. So that kind of had this flow early on today that stock market's down. Crude oil sharply lower, down more than $2. We had the energies or grains that were down. So you had this macro sense of selling. The dollar was higher. Dollar was up about 30 cents today, finding a little strength. Nothing out of control, but we are finding a little bit of recovery off these lows. But it was more of a macro selling day, except for the beans. As far as cattle, as I mentioned, stock market's down sharply. You've got this tie right now that if the economy starts to peel back, we're going to see lighter demand here for cattle as far as beef. So fat cattle down about 30 cents today, 126.95. That's even with box beef coming in better yet again. Choice up 62 cents this morning, select up $1.62, and we still have this sense of maybe higher trade yet this week. Maybe we could see steadied a little better this week as far as cash cattle. Nothing traded yet, but continue to look for that. That should keep some support under this market on these breaks. But most of the effect here today was due to the stock market being down in some of these outside markets. As far as hogs, down 65 cents for the December hogs. That puts that right at 78. This is the first consecutive lower close here in hogs since September 27th. So are we starting to see things peak out? We've talked about it before that seasonally we see a break in the hogs this time of year, but the cash market has been the issue and has been keeping things strong. So can we start to see this cash market turn and maybe see things drift a little lower? We'll have to see if that's the case, but keep that in mind. If we do start to see lower cash trade, that could get this ball rolling a little bit faster here to the downside now that we're starting to see a little bit of pressure here on the futures. So we're probably going to see some mixed trade tonight in the grains, so we look for that. But I do want to let everybody know about our conference that's coming up at the end of January. We've got some great speakers. David Hightower will be here, our very own Rich Nelson, and we've got a couple others out here. Drew Lerner will be here talking about weather again. He does a fantastic job for us, and would like to invite you to that. It's January 25th and 26th. Check your calendars. Give us a call. Get it booked for you. I promise you guys a good time, and it's a great way to start the marketing season. So you can reach us here at 800-262-7538, or check us out on the web, allendale-inc.com. I hope you guys had a great day today. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.